Alright, hello everyone, we're back from Bungie maintenance. Had the server down for a little bit, so we are now another lost sector, Bunker E15. So if you're going to the Europa planet, head up north, you'll see Evertide Ruins spawn there, and you'll see Bunker E15 pretty much right there. Alright, so looks like we have barrier overload, threat is void, shields are void, and let me see what kind of exotics it is. The headpiece. Okay, pretty cool. Osteostriga, I just want to say from last video, I appreciate everyone just commenting and liking the video. I appreciate it, and so I'll be doing more of these every day if possible. Probably tomorrow. I will not be doing it because of day 1 raid. I'm going to be part of that, but I'll try my best to get one done at least a daily throughout the rotation. So some people were asking how I was able to just melt overload champions. I'm using Osteostriga. It has a very high damage per second, or ticket damage. It's very good and prevents them from healing up. I'm going to be using this for my barrier. And again, the heavy I have not been using in the past videos, as you saw there. Let's go over the helmet. I'm using Kinetic siphon to do some heavy mods, but again, that's more playing with people. But for this one, we won't really need that. Necrotic grips, just to help with the tick damage when I melee. You'll see when I stun a champion, I try to get my melee in there so it does the extra tick damage, so they prevent the healing, as you'll see in my rotation there. Melee, Fanta Vigor, Impact Induction, Focusing Strike. Chest piece is Kinetic Reserves, as well as Charged Up. And Discipline, Stacks on Stacks, Kinetic Weapon Surge, Kinetic Weapon Surge. And Discipline, Time Dilation, Outreach. Let's see here. For stasis, I'm using the Bola, the Shackle Grenade, very helpful, with Thread of Mind, Thread of Generation, Thread of Isolation, and Thread of Continuity. Last video, I did not look over my artifacts, so here we go, we're looking over my artifacts. Pulse for Barrier, Scout for Unstoppable, and Overload for Autos and SMGs, so using my Ostriga for Overload. I'm using the authorized mods grenades, that way it can reduce the grenade mod energy, that way it can add more stuff to that, and then strand bonus. Volatile flow, if in case I'm using a void build, this is just helpful. And then Untangler, destroy a tangle with a strand weapon, suspends targets damaged by the explosion. So that's very helpful if you're using a strand build. Allied Unraveling, rapid final blows to the strand weapon, grants weapon unraveling rounds. Those are very nice to have. And Counterweave, when you or a member of a fire team stuns or defends a champion, you gain energy for the least charged strand ability. So as you saw, or you'll see that my abilities regen fairly quickly is because of this Counterweave. Flare up, rain of firebolts, and this threaded blast destroy a tangle with a strand weapon, creates a larger, more dealing explosion. We're not going to be using any strand weapons, but this is just pretty much in preparation. I think this is a good spread of abilities. I might want to change it out with void weapon channeling if I'm using void, but I think this is a good spread. Maybe shattered orbs, but this is pretty much the go-to artifact order that I do. So hopefully that was helpful for you. I'm sorry I didn't post that in my last video, even though I was going to look over my artifacts. But let's go ahead and get into it. But yeah, the amount of viewing, I was blown away by people watching, so I appreciate that. And all the new subs, I appreciate that as well. It was a great surprise to see. And, I saw a lot of people say that it was helpful, so I'm glad it helped you out. Also, for those who are same light level as me and struggling, hopefully this is helpful for you. And you can see how ISOR tackle things, and hopefully you can get it clear on that. So let's try to get this pesky guy out of the way first. So if right now my melee is on cooldown, but I would preferably like to, when I stun, so it's like stun instantly, then melee. That way I can start getting tick damage, and plus, since it's a melee ability, is popping necrotic grips. So it's just, you know, the exotic is very helpful in that. So it prevents any healing output or anything like that. So we'll bowler these guys, and then when he dies, see that spreads the eruption over to them. See it spreads over there. It's just very, very helpful indeed. So now we're going to have a Minotaur that will be spawning in, is a Void Shield. But with not having a match game, it should be fairly straightforward. We're about to have our Ebola on cooldown, off cooldown, sorry. Then our melee, and you can see it's just ticking down remotely. Nice and easy. Alright, we're going to go down here. There's going to be a bunch of smaller Vex red bars, so we'll use this to blow them up. Right there. Boom. Get the spread on right there. Going to see if I can... Yeah, sometimes the Vex likes to sneak around, so you have to be very careful about that. Let's try and get this sniper. Okay. Let's try to get this sniper out of the way. That way he won't be a nuisance for us. And then can we snipe that? Nice. So when you break those boxes there, that's going to get you some more friends to help you while you're break tech robots. I consume my grenade, so because I know that there's a bunch of them, so now I can suspend and see how it just spreads. It just spreads all that. And so we can just melt this group of ads fairly quickly. Another guy, but he's about to die. Watch out for the Cyclops. Those shoot, those hurt. But we are pretty good there. We'll execute this guy. And always use your allies to your advantage, because when they're shooting, they sort of like tell you where the enemy is. See, I can't see him, but they're shooting at something. So it's like, where are you shooting at? It's like, oh, there's a barrier shot. See, I melee right here, getting the tick damage. Now execute, done. Yeah, so always use your friends just as a helpful reminder on where enemies are, because you might not see them, but they do. All right, into this room, pretty much this entrance here is where you're going to be taking your time and all that. You'll let your allies go in, but pretty much all the enemies will start funneling in here. That way you can take them out fairly quickly and nice. Because the boss, if you're out there, boss is just going to just melt you and all that stuff. Wyverns are one of the most annoying enemies in the game because they deal so much damage, and their crit spots are annoying to deal with as well. But we have one more guy, and then the boss should spawn. Oh wait, we have one more person there. Yeah, there you go. Cool. Alright, so as I said, we're going to just hang out here. We're going to consume our grenade. That way we can spread the strand. There you go. See how all that tick damage going on? Very helpful. We can kill that guy. Let's shoot the tail from that dude. Actually, we can, once the exposes, we can just pop the super. Boom. That gets a good amount of damage in. Very nice. So let's melee. Start getting procking our tick damage there. As you can see there, he hurts. So here I got my melee up. So, well, you know, there's just going to keep on getting that tick damage with a melee again. And so, see, his overload is going, but he's getting hit so fast that he doesn't even have time to heal up. We'll use the Vesta here just to finish off. go. We'll go ahead and just get some more damage into him. Let's chunk that. Okay, so this should be an overload champion. I'll spawn. Will consume. Oop. Ow. Yeah, see, it hurts. But again, since we, even though we died, we still are going to kill all the champions. So it's not going to be too big of an issue to get platinum with this one. So let's get out of there. So even though I'm a high level, he still hurts. There's the overload. Perfect. It's a little tricky. Let's melee that. But you see the numbers right there? See how those white numbers are still going? That's all the tick damage that we're doing from the rips as well as our melee. Let's execute. Bang. Done. Now we should be able to finish off the boss now. Come on. There we go. And that should be it. We should get platinum. Let's see here. Oh, we got Bell Winters and we got platinum. There we go. Hopefully this was helpful and explained things. But again, please comment down below if you're having issues. I definitely want to help. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.